Throwing, Jones. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on first down. Jones eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On second, here's Algier. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll drop to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far, and while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones flushed out right. Out to the right here to Shepard. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley from 6 yards away. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley, and he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown! Drake London, 46 yards. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Another pass complete to Bellinger. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Here's Jones throwing on first down. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Jones escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Jones now on first down. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Eluding the pressure right. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he'll be out of bounds. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense.
And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Jones, a final shot before break. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a play fake here on first down. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. He's got room at the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Jones, flushed out right. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 53 for Mike. 53.
Jones throwing on 4th down. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Another try for Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They're going to run it with Barkley and make them 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first time. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, he'll buy some time right. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Rolling to his right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Barkley inside handoff. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Barkley again. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Nick Vannett taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. Oh, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on is not just good.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Desmond Ritter scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Falcons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And it's not over yet as they're back within 2 scores. And following Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. There he goes left side. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. There he goes right side. The 30. 10. 5. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Sliding out of the pocket. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Play action. Now Taylor. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.